Hello everybody, welcome back to the Chassis Variant series with myself, Critical Rocket. We're looking at the next clan medium. This is the Ice Ferret, also known as the Fenris within the Innisphere. The Ice Ferret was actually originally called the Wolf Hunter by Clan Ice Hellion, who were the designers of the original variant of the mech. It was, believe it or not, built to counter the Timberwolf, which is kind of amusing when you think about it, the idea of this 40-odd ton mech being designed to counter something as brutally efficient as the 75-ton Timberwolf, but there you go. So, its default role is that it's meant to be a recon scout mech with very decent weaponry for its weight and good armour as well as its speed. However, it does lack jump jets. I think all variants have a deficiency in jump, so it means it is limited to the areas that it can traverse on foot rather than being able to jump over any of the intervening terrain. So, Clan Wolf eventually get hold of it and they redub it the Ice Ferret, which is a bit of a dig at Ice Hellion because apparently that's the only creature that is the natural predator of the Ice Hellion on their world. You know, it's all about furries with the clans. So, the Ice Ferret is one of the few mechs I actually really liked about the clan lineup in the medium area, because I don't play them very much, and the Ice Ferret is one of the ones I really like because it's quite fast, but I can completely appreciate why it's not used that much in MWO. It doesn't have the best hardpoints, it doesn't have the best weapons selection, it doesn't have a great number of hardpoints, and by now there's already mediums that can kind of do the job better, and even some lights. So I can understand completely why the Ice Ferret isn't used that often. I'm looking at the A configuration here, which is an LB2 and 2 ER medium lasers, so not the most hard-hitting. The one unique selling point of the A in MechWarrior Online terms is that it is the only version that comes with a ballistic hardpoint outside of the Rainbow Crow, which is the hero mech that you've got to pay real money for. So if you actually want one that can shoot a LB or a machine gun or any type of UAC, this is the only version that comes with that capability. That said though, at 45 ton you're not going to be sticking particularly large ballistic weapon in there anyway, not at the cost of most of your armour and your other weaponry, so I don't know if it's a bit of a moot selling point for the poor Ice Ferret Alpha. In its default configuration it works well in the harassment role. If you make a couple of compromises here and there, maybe drop the medium lasers down to something a bit lighter, you can put more ammunition in for the LB, and it can just spam LB shots quite rapidly, I might add, to harass targets at range, and you can really get the backs up of some assault and heavy players who are quite happily sat there maybe sniping something, and you can start laying into them and turning them around so they can get hit by friendlies. Outside of that, it's a bit underwhelming. I'm not going to deny that the Ice Ferret, and you'll see through these videos, it's not the most high-impact clan medium in the game compared to its competitors out there with the likes of the Stormcrow, the Nova, I mean, what else have we got in there? The Hunchback 2C, those kind of things. You're definitely seeing a big deficiency. The one thing the Ice Ferret really has going for it is its speed, and for me, I feel it has actually pretty decent hitboxes, which means it can actually take quite a few hits before it gets taken down. And I do remember that the Prime version was quite a laugh. I did like running that with its PPC and small laser and not LB2, Streak 2. So that was always quite good, but as a selling point, not really. This is a mech for the collector. This is a mech for somebody who prefers very high speed combat, hit and run tactics, that kind of thing. Yeah, if you want medium mechs that are going to get you kills, sadly the Ice Ferret isn't the one that's going to do that for you, and by now you've probably played enough games, even if you're relatively new to MechWarrior Online for instance, to have seen that there are other mediums out there that are more popular with players. So I like it personally because I think the design's quirky, it looks different, I like the higher speed, but it's definitely let down by its weapons loadout and capability. This, unusually as well, although PGI do by default give AMS now to every single chassis, there is actually a thing where not every mech does have AMS as a capability. In fact, having AMS is usually one of the more important selling points of certain battle mechs, and the A variant is one of the few that actually comes with an anti-missile system. So yeah, that is another thing you can shave off if you want a bit more ammunition for the LB, or if you just want to free up weight for armour. But yeah, it's one of the few mechs I've got that actually legit comes with AMS, so it's one of the reasons I keep it, because I can protect teammates from missile fire. But there's not a hell of a lot left this round. This was an escort match on Ruby, and it was okay. I think I did decent damage for what I had available to me as weaponry. It was nice for a lot of the enemies to just kind of ignore me so I could keep pounding them until I ran out of LB ammunition, and then was stuck down to my ER mediums. And I think we're in the dying days of this match now, if I remember correctly. I think the Atlas does end up wandering into view, but by that time there's not enough of us left to take it on. So I'll leave you with what's left of this match. I hope you all have a good week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
Enemy dropship is approaching the LZ.
Affirmative.
Critical damage.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
Critical damage. Destroyed. AMS ammo destroyed.
Target
AMS
spotted.
destroyed. Critical damage.
Need assistance.
New target acquired.
The enemy's VIP has gotten away. I repeat, the target is out of the battlefield.